fight. I'm gonna look forward to that fight. Really, that's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just gonna overpower him. He's gonna catch up with him and overpower him. That's what I think.
Mike Tyson recently made a bold prediction and picked Tyson Fury to defeat Oleksandr Usyk on May 18th. British boxing promoter Eddie Hearn also picked the Gypsy King to win this fight. He, however, had an interesting opinion.
Fury wins the fight. I mean, it all depends on if what we saw in the Ngannou fight was just him not taking it seriously.
Former pro boxer Frampton also picked Tyson Fury as the favorite and had a few words of advice for the WBC heavyweight champion.
Usyk will be trying to move, he'll be trying to pot shot, his footwork is brilliant. But if I'm Team Fury, I'm saying be aggressive from the start and kind of just force.
The boxing world heavily favors Fury to win this fight, but what did they have to say? Will this be an easy fight for the Gypsy King? Stick around and watch as we find out in this video. Mike Tyson has a stern warning for Oleksandr Usyk in his prediction. The heavyweight boxing legend predicted that Fury will overpower Usyk and is aware of the dangers that fighters face in the division and intends to caution him before this big fight. It's also worth mentioning that the majority of the boxing world favors the Gypsy King to win this fight, so Iron Mike's prediction might not come as a surprise. Besides, Mike Tyson might also favor the Gypsy King since he interacted with the WBC heavyweight champion in the past. The two shared some moments in the lead-up to Fury's fight against Francis Ngannou last year. As for Usyk, Mike Tyson knows very little about the Ukrainian fighter, which probably influenced his prediction. Speaking of the Gypsy King, he expressed his confidence about defeating Usyk on Saturday night. In his interview, Fury emphasized the simplicity and stark reality of boxing, stripping it down to just two men with a pair of boxing gloves on. He highlighted that despite the hype surrounding such big events, the fundamental aspect remains that it's a straightforward fight with significant personal stakes. Both fighters are earning their biggest payday and have families waiting at home. Fury expressed that the outcome of the fight is inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, asserting that the fans are the ultimate winners due to the excitement the fight generates. He stressed his indifference to public opinion and external expectations, stating that being able to provide for his family is his primary.
No, it is what it is. Someone's opinion again, isn't it? Because to me, I'll always be number one. I'll be number one in here and number one in here, or even when I'm 60.
Regarding his own mindset and legacy in the sport, Fury declared himself perpetually the number one in the heavyweight division, irrespective of official titles or general consensus. He explained that his self-assurance and inner conviction about his position in boxing history are unshakable. When asked about the specifics of how he plans to win the fight, Fury remained nonchalant, indicating that his strategy would be determined in the ring based on Usyk's style and the fight's development. He confidently stated his readiness and his constant focus on victory, regardless of the circumstances or the opponent's tactics. Oleksandr Usyk was also asked the same questions regarding his strategy for the upcoming fight. The Ukrainian boxer expressed a calm and strategic outlook, emphasizing his readiness and a carefully crafted plan for victory. Usyk chose to keep the specifics of his plan confidential, hinting only that it was a well-thought-out strategy designed to handle Fury's unique style and capabilities.
Saturday is special day because я буду иметь. I will have opportunity.
Usyk conveyed a sense of historical significance about the fight, acknowledging its importance, not just for him, but for his country, Ukraine. He portrayed the fight as an opportunity to make history with the added responsibility and excitement of potentially claiming 4 belts. Usyk expressed gratitude towards his supporters and the Ukrainian soldiers, reflecting on the broader context of his fight beyond the ring. While discussing his preparation and mental state, Usyk highlighted his experience and comfort with big fights, especially those abroad, which have shaped his resilient and adaptable approach. He noted the difference in this fight, describing it as a new performance, indicating his anticipation of adapting to whatever the fight might require. Usyk's comments reflect a blend of strategic reserve and personal motivation, focusing on the magnitude of the fight and his connection to his fans and country. His calm demeanor and confidence in his preparation and plan were evident, suggesting a fighter ready to handle the pressures of a high-stakes battle and eager to prove himself on one of the biggest stages in boxing. But let us now take a look at what the experts had to say about this highly anticipated clash. Anthony Joshua's trainer, Ben Davidson, also broke down the fight, and shared his opinions on both fighters. Davidson, familiar with Fury's journey from the beginning, emphasized that Fury's ability in the ring is not contingent on his physical shape. He noted that Fury can fight effectively regardless of whether he is lighter or heavier, suggesting that his performance variability is not necessarily tied to his weight.
Well, some shapes he's been lighter and performed not so well. Sometimes he's been heavier, performed well. Sometimes he's been heavier and not performed so well. So don't think the weight is the...
Davidson refrained from making predictions about the fight's outcome, highlighting the elite status of both fighters. He suggested the fight would feature ebbs and flows, with both fighters needing to make adjustments. This, according to Davidson, would make the bout particularly intriguing, as both Fury and Usyk have the versatility to adapt their strategies during the match. He specifically addressed concerns about Fury's footwork, countering the notion that Fury struggles with and fighting on the back foot. Davidson pointed out Fury's successful strategy of pushing opponents back, as seen in his fights against Deontay Wilder, and expressed confidence that Fury had prepared for all contingencies, including the possibility of Usyk taking a more defensive posture. Davidson portrayed the matchup as an evenly matched high-stakes contest that would captivate boxing fans due to the skill levels and tactical acumen of both fighters. He conveyed excitement for the fight, underscoring its significance in the boxing world and its potential to deliver a compelling spectacle due to the tactical chess match likely to unfold between two of the sport's best boxing icons. Roy Jones Jr. also shared his insights, emphasizing the timeliness and significance of this matchup. He described how the fight became the most relevant and interesting due to recent developments in the heavyweight division, such as unexpected losses by other top contenders. Jones highlighted that these shifts clarified that Fury and Usyk are the true top fighters in the division, making their bout crucial for determining the ultimate heavyweight champion.